Hey everyone, it's been a while since I've been on, but just been busy and haven't had much of a chance to do much filming, but today I would like to talk about something a bit different to what you guys have been watching, and it's quite exciting and amazing, and I can't believe how well it's changed my life basically. So as you probably know, being followers, or if you're new, you might not know, but I have a disease called osteopetrosis, and it's a genetic disorder that stops my body basically from processing calcium properly. So a lot of the calcium that's old and doesn't need to be used anymore doesn't get flushed out like a normal system would flush it out. Mine sort of has been compromised and doesn't work properly. So it basically builds bone on bone, so it's like marble. It's really, really hard bones, like concrete, and they crack. So I've had about 60 cracks in my life, and it also affects my nerves because obviously there's not enough room for the bones and the nerves and the muscles and everything to sit. So something has to give, I guess, and this nerve damage has caused me to be completely blind in this eye. This eye does not see anything, doesn't see black, doesn't see nothing. It's just, a lot of people think that blind means, you know, black, all you see is black, but this eye doesn't even see that. It's just nothing. This eye I've got a little bit of vision in. My depth perception isn't great, so stairs and things like that I don't see. Colour vision isn't great, so things like brown and green look the same to me. Purple and blue look the same to me. And even on like a day where there's not much light, not much sunlight, so a cloudy day, things just all look pretty grey, and you know, I can't really see the colours too well. My distance is about 1.5 meters out of that eye, so I can see for about 1.5 meters, but that's not very detailed, so I might be able to see a person's got a face, like I can see, you know, their face sort of, so to speak, but I don't know where their eyes are, or what colour they are, for example. I can't see their facial features, so, and no, I do not feel people's faces before I get that question. That is some weird ass old wives' tale thing that blind people like to feel people's faces. I haven't met one that does yet, so no, that's not quite true. Maybe there is one out there, I don't know, but usually no, that's a bit weird. So anyway, moving on. The disease causes pain. I can't remember a time where I did not feel joint pain or just a constant ache, heaviness, hard to move my fingers, foot pain, all sorts of different pain and inflammation. My hands, were very weak. I couldn't open jars, like even the easy ones. Getting money out of my wallet even was a task because I can't feel the tips of my fingers very well. The nerve damage has or makes them numb from time to time, so I can't really feel what I'm doing. Making the bed, even opening pegs to put clothes on the line could be a challenge at times. All sorts of things like that. So, and my hearing has also been affected. I have a large eardrum that beats a lot slower than a normal eardrum. So in actual fact, my ears are a lot more sensitive than other people's. So like loud noises and things actually like full on go through my head. Like it's really, really horrible. So I don't deal with fireworks and stuff like that very well. I mean, I know some people don't, but yeah, it's actually quite painful for me. And I can hear a lot of noises that the average ear might not hear as well. They don't really know why my ears are more sensitive. I sort of remember a conversation when I was a young child about it, but anyway, that's just how it is. And a lot of times, like, I'll be able to hear, like, I hear heaps of different noises at a time, and I'll be able to hear someone talking, but I can't hear what they're actually saying because there's so many other noises going on. So I'll be like, huh, what, all the time, because I can't make out what they're actually saying. Like, I can hear them talking, but I can't hear the words properly. And apparently a lot of that has to do with vision as well, but you guys can look that up if you like, and you know, get back to me on that one if you find some information. But yeah, that's basically how the disease has affected my life. I have chronic fatigue, and recently in the last sort of 5 years, I also have anxiety. And, you know, I've had bouts, very mild bouts of depression and stuff like that, probably from the chronic fatigue, I would say. Just no energy, so no real motivation, and, yeah, feeling a bit gloomy, I guess. So that's how it affects my life as far as, you know, the health issues that it presents for me. I also have digestive issues and things like that. Up until about 2 weeks ago now, I think, when I started on this little yellow pill herbal tonic for my body that I didn't believe was going to work. And I didn't. That's the honest truth. I didn't believe it was going to work because nothing else has. I've tried turmeric to no avail. Didn't do much. I tried blueberry supplement. Didn't work at all. I've tried comfrey, and that does work a little bit, but I don't want to take that too much because it can be toxic. So obviously I didn't want to do that. I haven't tried CBD oil because it was made illegal before I did, so I can't comment on whether that works or not. However, I like to stay on the legal side of the law. I don't want to, you know, upset the coppers. So I haven't tried that, but you know, a lot of the fad things I have tried and had very little success with. I did try, you know, supplements like vitamins and minerals. I did take magnesium for quite some time, which was helping a little bit with the numbness and the pain, but not significantly. Like, I was still having days where I couldn't get out of bed due to either pain or just fatigue. So anyway, I started taking this little yellow pill, and it's completely legal. There's no CBD oil or illegal stuff in it. There's no weed in it. It's completely legal. 5 herbs are in this pill, in this one little pill. So you can imagine, like, the cost of taking these separate herbs that are in this pill is ridiculous. It's like, I don't know, there's $30 for turmeric, $30 for milk thistle, I guess. I don't know what the other herbs in this pill are worth, but, you know, ridiculous amount. And I can get this pill a lot cheaper than buying the separate ingredients. Not only that, but they've actually strengthened the ingredients in this pill, so they work a lot better. So the turmeric that I was taking on its own, with the oil and the pepper and the rah-rah, it didn't do anything really. You know, no noticeable change. I didn't notice any change. I was still sore. I was still stiff. It was still hard to move. I still couldn't run. I still couldn't do the things that, you know. Anyway, so I started taking this pill, we'll say a few weeks ago. I can't remember how long I've been taking it now, but yeah. And the first week was detox week, and that wasn't so fun. That was, you know, headaches and a little bit of digestive upset and stuff, which is pretty normal for a detox. And I expected it because, you know, my body's pretty toxic, just like everyone else's is. I don't eat totally clean and do that sort of stuff, and the air we breathe, and I mean, I've got a water filter on which filters the water completely. There's no fluoride in it. But anyway, I started taking this pill, and the first week was detox. Well, actually, it was only a few days, probably 2 days that I was detoxing. And that was fine. It wasn't terrible, you know. I just had to drink lots of water and, you know, I went to the toilet a fair bit and had a bit of a headache. But it wasn't anything that I couldn't handle. And after that, pretty much the day after that, I gave my partner a massage. And I normally give him a massage, and I normally have to get the elbows in because the fingers don't work very well. And, you know, he needs it a lot harder than I can give it, basically, because I am a trained massage therapist, by the way, in shiatsu massage, which is pressure point massage. And I've never been able to sort of do it very well because my fingers don't work. Anyway, I gave him this massage and he was just about jumping off the bed. He's like, "Wow, that's you know," he's loving it. He said it's really good, but just loosen up a bit, you know, don't need to do it so hard. So that was sort of a moment in my life where I kind of went, wow, that's different. I've never been able to do that before. Even on a good day, I wasn't very strong in my fingers. And I thought, wow, that's pretty awesome. Anyway, I still had pain at this stage. I was still feeling a bit of pain, but I did notice that some of the feeling in my fingers, you know, it wasn't as numb as it normally is. And I thought, this is pretty cool. Anyway, on week 2, I began to lose the pain. Now, this was incredible. Like I said, I don't remember a time where I haven't felt pain. And my body was like, whoa, what the hell's going on? You know, it sort of was like it was numb. I mean, I could still feel everything. Like if I touched something, I could feel it. I could feel hot and cold and stuff like that. But it was like walking on clouds. It was just an incredible feeling. And I was like, whoa, what's going on? You know, is this how it's supposed to be? You know, I'm like, I don't understand. Anyway, I was talking to someone who also suffers with chronic pain, and she said the same thing. Yeah, when you first get out of pain, it's like you're sort of floating on clouds, you know, because your body's so used to fighting that pain, so used to tensing up, so used to dealing with that pain and inflammation, that when it goes away, it's like it sort of goes into a bit of, I don't know, like shock, I guess. Like, whoa, hang on a minute, where is it? Anyway, so for this week, I probably lasted, I don't know, 3 or 4 days, this crazy feeling, and now it's gone back to normal. And I just feel like I've had, you know, I'm a car that's been in for a service. Like it's all lubricated and strengthened, and, you know, all my bolts have been tightened up, and, you know, everything's as it should be. And I've had a service. Now, it's funny because I have started my Back to Eden garden, as some of you may know, and I do gardens, and I like to eat food that's good for me, that's live food. And I was praying because I was really struggling with doing my garden because of the pain and the tiredness and things like that. So I was praying, I was saying, you know, please God, send something that can help me, because I'm really struggling and I want to do this garden, and, you know, I want to eat good food that comes from you, and I want to feel more connected and all this sort of stuff. And so I was praying that that he would help me. And I saw this post on Facebook from a girl that I don't know, and she was saying how good it was to not be in pain and to have all the inflammation gone. And I thought, oh yeah, well, you know, I've been praying for this. I may as well, you know, this might be a sign. So I messaged her and she messaged me and she showed me the product, and I thought, oh, well, it's all natural, so that's good, because I'm into natural. I don't like chemical crap, because I don't think that we're medicine deficient in the synthetic way. So I don't like to take any of that synthetic stuff. I know everything's a chemical, so don't even get at me for that, because I know I said the wrong thing. I meant synthetic, man-made. I don't like it. You know, I like to have stuff that comes from the ground, that I know what's in it, that is organic and not genetically modified or anything like that, which this pill is not genetically modified, and it's beyond organic, which I also like, because that's what my garden is. It's beyond organic. And it's totally legal, and it's natural, and it's something your body can recognise and use straight away. You know, it's not man-made. So I said, all right, well, I'll give it a go. And so I did. I gave it a go, and that's the result that I was just talking about. And now I've become a distributor because I really believe that this product can make a huge difference. I mean, it made a difference to me, and I have a disorder that the doctors can't treat. They can't do anything for me. They can give me pain relief, which I refuse to take because I don't agree with it. But they can't do anything for me. They can't, stop. They can give me a bone marrow transplant, but I also don't want that. But that's all they can do. They can't stop my disease. They just basically said, go home and suffer and die eventually. That was basically what I was doing. And I was going for all these tests all the time, and I stopped doing that because I just didn't agree with it. I was going for hearing tests and vision tests and nerve tests and this test and that test. And I just, it was costing me lots of money and time. And I just said, no, I'm not doing this anymore. And they disagreed with me, but I didn't care. And I haven't had a checkup for a few years now, and I've been, just coasting along and doing what I've got to do, and hoping that something will change eventually, and it has. I honestly didn't think it would work, and it has worked, and to a huge extent. Like, I'm telling you, I haven't had any pain since after the detox, and went away. I did have a tiny little bit yesterday because it was rainy and horrible weather, and I used to get so bad on days like that that I didn't really get out of bed much because it was just painful and stiff and horrible. Well, I stayed out of bed all day, and I was still able to go out. We went into town and had lunch with a friend, and I was still able to do everything. It wasn't that painful that it stopped me from doing anything, and it was only my hip was a little bit painful. It wasn't stiff, but it was a little bit like, I don't know, like maybe a 1 out of 10. Like, it was really not painful at all. It was just, I could feel it, just like a little bit of a twinge, I guess. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but nothing compared to what I'd been dealing with, and it's gone now today. But yeah, I haven't had any pain. I used to not be able to have massages because it would just hurt and make everything worse. And my partner's father was massaging my shoulders the other day, and he said, does that hurt? And I said, no, it doesn't. It actually feels pretty good. So, it has changed that aspect of my life. I've also noticed that my hands, I can feel them now. Like, I can feel what I'm doing. It's not a challenge for me to get money out of my wallet. It's not a challenge for me to hang clothes and get them off the line. It's not a challenge for me to do these day-to-day tasks that, I put up with it, but they were a challenge, I'm going to admit that. I've also noticed that I'm not going to bed. I get up and feed my horses, and I go back to bed because I was tired or sore or whatever, and I haven't been doing that. I've been staying up all day, which is unheard of for me. Even when I got home from school, half the time I'd go and have a nap. But now I haven't been to bed for, probably just after the detox, the energy started to kick in. So it really does, and has done a lot for me. It's done a lot for other people too. Kids with ADHD have been taking it, and the parents have been noticing a huge difference. Autism, it has made a huge difference, giving them clarity of thought, things like that. Even multiple sclerosis, it's been helping. Epilepsy, all sorts of, diseases and problems that are caused by this oxidative stress that this pill relieves have been helped by this pill. And I mean, it's a herbal supplement, so it's not, or a herbal medicine, so it's not, what do you say? It's the manufacturing people that manufacture drugs make it very hard to say what herbal things actually do. So I'm not here saying, it's definitely going to help you and you should do it because it's absolutely going to cure your disease. I mean, it probably will, but I can't say that because it's drug manufacturers don't make money out of it. So they make it very hard to say that, and it's deemed illegal. So I'm just telling you what it's doing for me, and I can show you what it's doing for other people, and I can hook you up with it. So if you are interested, and I really want to help you because I cannot believe how much it's helped me. I mean, I could probably go and buy these 5 herbs that are in the tablet, but it's going to cost way more than the tablet costs. And they're not going to work as well because it's not strengthened in the way that these guys have strengthened it by using extracts and things like that. So it probably won't work as well to go and buy those herbs, and it's more expensive to do it that way, definitely. I have looked at it as well, just out of interest. So it's cheaper to do it this way. You get benefits from doing it this way, as in if you join up with the company as a customer, you get like loyalty rewards and things like that, so it's even cheaper again. And I can honestly tell you it works, and I'm not a salesperson. I'm not here to push you into doing anything, but I really think that everyone should be on this stuff. It's benefiting so many people. And I mean, maybe it's not for everyone. I haven't met anyone that hasn't had a benefit from it, but that's not to say that it works in every single case, I guess. It just depends on, what you're taking it for and what your body's doing already and what you're doing already and all those sorts of things. But honestly, it's changed my life for the better, and I really hope that you get the same result. So get in contact with me if you want to give it a go or find out more information. I'm not going to push you into buying it because I don't believe in that. If you want it, I can get it for you. But yeah, I can hook you up with some more information, hopefully specific to your needs, what you're going through, and I really hope that it can help you with what you're going through. It certainly has affected positively my pain levels. I am a lot calmer. I don't get as anxious anymore because I have anxiety as well. Certainly my energy has improved, and as I said, the feeling in my hands. I do sometimes have difficulty swallowing because of the nerve damage. I haven't since I've been on that, whether that's coincidence or just hasn't happened. And I don't know, I think I look healthier, but that's me. You can comment and ask questions here, or you can, find other ways of contacting me. There's plenty of them, Facebook, phone, whatever. And I'll be more than happy to answer your questions from what I know of the product, and hook you up with it if you want to go that way, because honestly, it has made a massive difference to me, and I really, really hope, as I said, that it makes a difference to you too, because I know some of you suffer with epilepsy, with multiple sclerosis, with lupus, with arthritis, all of these sorts of conditions, and it's already helping people with these conditions. Even cancer, it's helping the quality of life of sufferers of these things, and even improving the diseases. Sometimes it's actually getting rid of the diseases. So yeah, get in contact and get on it.